Before we begin this video, I recommend that you visit google.com and search for dinardata.com. This website is a great resource for the latest updates on Dinar Guru news, all conveniently located on one page. For more information, I encourage you to visit the site.
Urgent. Central Bank Governor. No intention to reconsider dollar exchange rates. We are undergoing a major transformation. Does ALAK have any control whatsoever over the dollar? No, not at all. But what does he have control over? When he states he's not going to do anything about the dollar, he means it because he can't. But what he does have control to change the exchange rate of the dinar. He has that control. The United States Treasury, Federal Reserve, they showed up. What do you think that means? You think they're going to sit there and allow them to be lackadaisical, to be lazy, just to take your time? No. The Untied States of America works on a nanosecond. I find it very encouraging to speed up the monetary reform process. I beg you. Do not turn this investment into a religion and do not hide from facts. People that do that always have financial problems. You have to watch policy. The amounts reached $8 billion. Theft of the century in Iraq returns to the forefront again. We found data telling us when they're going to have a convertible currency. A convertible currency means tradable currency after the rate has changed. I am hearing a lot of chatter for the weekend from group leaders. I have heard this chatter before, so I am cautious. It is coming in conjunction with some great positive things coming from Iraq. I'm still holding hope perhaps over the weekend for an HCL. Urgent Central Bank Governor. No direction to reconsider dollar exchange rates, and we are going through a major transformation process. They have no intentions on changing the current exchange rate. It is going to remain at 1,320 for every dollar despite what you are hearing. Did ALAK resign? Answer. Know who is the new CBI governor? It is the U.S. Treasury IMO that is now the governor of the CBI. Why? What is the governor of the CBI? Just a figurehead. Does he make any decisions? No. Does he have any authority? No. Does he cast a vote for anything? No. What does the CBI governor do? He makes announcements to the international world, to the Iraqi citizens. He gives reports to the prime minister. He's a figurehead. He's a messenger. She, CBI contact, thinks he will remain as the proxy director for a period more. I believe he does have the best interest of the country in mind with his policies. He has talked about reviving the Iraqi dinar to 1980's levels. This is what we all want as investors. Let's see what happens. My CBI contact said that the GOI has not yet accepted his ALAK resignation, and so it is not final. The news media ran off half-cocked with the story. She said, let's wait and see what happens to Mr. ALAK. If he stays, he has to agree to work with the Feds and the U.S. Treasury and work out a satisfactory plan, then take it back to the Finance Committee and explain it. He is scheduled for a trip to the U.S. for this purpose very soon. ALAK has just retired from the CBI as the governor. Frank. Thank you for your service, ALAK. Move over, the U.S. Treasury is here. Firefly. Hours earlier ALAK was on Channel 1 saying don't believe the rumors, and the TV said he was retiring. Now he does retire. Frank. The U.S. Treasury is not playing. Urgent. Central Bank Governor. No intention to reconsider dollar exchange rates. We are undergoing a major transformation. The financial and economic advisor to the Prime Minister, Mazhar Mohammed Saleh, expected a recovery in oil prices after a rapid decline in global markets in recent days. Saleh told Al Farad news agency that the drop in oil prices will cause a huge loss in the investments of American oil companies operating in the field of extracting shale oil if global oil prices fall below $70 per barrel, which will cause their operations to falter. He noted that the American monetary policy is expected to inevitably move towards an expansionary policy to confront the current recession, led by the quantitative easing policy through the possibility of the Federal Reserve reducing interest and stimulating liquidity to confront the challenges of the deterioration of the American economy and providing the necessary protection for financial investors, in particular against the collapse of financial markets, including futures markets operating with crude oil contracts. Saleh explained that all of these factors will shorten the paths of the decline in the oil asset cycle so that oil markets can recover. If that cycle occurs and leads to a deterioration in oil prices, Oil prices rose today to $79 per barrel after Brent crude fell on Monday to its lowest level in 7 months, following the decline in global stock markets. Futures are set to snap a 4-week losing streak, with Libya's biggest oil field shut down, U.S. stockpiles falling for a 6th week and Ukraine's incursions into Russia adding to the rally. Meanwhile, demand for jet fuel is improving in China, a rare bright spot after months of bearish signals, including data this week showing the world's biggest crude importer took in the fewest barrels in almost 2 years in July.